Hi, my name's Jame, and welcome to day 3 of the Build a Day challenge. Today, doing a similar thing as the past 2 days. So today is actually Christmas Day as of when I'm recording this. So instead of using a random generator to figure out what my build's going to be today, I decided I'm going to build myself a Christmas tree. I already have a vague idea of what I'm going to be doing, something similar to a spruce tree, just a standard spruce. Uh, so something along this sort of shape, similar to what a standard Christmas tree looks like. Um, but instead of it being one block, I might make it two or even three. And I'm going to put it around this area, which is next to my bakery from day one. Uh, so as per usual, I'm going to get a rough idea of what sort of tree base I'm going to want. It'll probably be mostly spruce leaves and spruce wood, but I'll just have a look. So I'll see you again in just a second. Radio. So, it's a little simpler today than it has been previous couple of days because I'm building a tree. So I'm instead of just using spruce wood and spruce leaves, I'm also thinking I'm going to put in some birch leaves. They're not that far different a color in this biome. We're in a plains, I believe. Um, so my plan is I'm probably going to build in this area up here where currently these horses and this tree is. Um, Perhaps something. I was either thinking 2 or maybe 3 blocks across, but 3 would have to be quite large. Um, so probably just a 2 block tall area for the uh, main part of the tree, and then perhaps I'll have a couple of branches off the side with similar stuff. So I will catch back up in just a sec when I've built the basic trunk of the tree and perhaps put a few of the basic leaf structure down. Okay, so I've put the trunk up. It's not too huge, and I've started on what I was thinking I might do for some leaves, but it's kind of looking like garbage at the moment. So I was originally planning on doing, as I said, something very similar to what a standard birch tree looks like. Um, Perhaps having it go out a bit as well. Um, but every layer I've added in seems to just not look very good. Uh, it's getting further and further away from the trunk, and I can imagine by the time it gets down to the bottom, it's not going to look best. But it's sort of the only idea I've got at the moment, so I'm going to keep going with it, and I'll catch back in once it's done, and we'll see if there's anything I can figure out to make it look a little better. Right, so I finished off these layers, and my gut reaction to it is that it looks bad. From the ground, it's not the worst. It looks pretty stubby, but once you go to the air and reach its eye level, it doesn't feel right. For some reason, I'm not fully sure. My best guess is perhaps it's an issue with this section here. Perhaps if I expand this out a little bit, it might look better. Right, so I've added an extra layer through here. I've also cut out the corners, and that's helped a little bit, but it just looks off, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I might try and perhaps put some birch leaves through here, just to add a bit of variation through. Not too many, um, but I might do that and just see if that improves things a bit. Put in the birch leaves now, and to be perfectly honest with you, it just sort of looks like it's decaying, or it hasn't changed anything at all. So it's either worse or the same. So that didn't go too well. I'm not gonna edit this tree much further. I'm just gonna get fed up with it and probably stop. So instead, I'm going to hope that putting in some baubles in the form of concrete and perhaps some glazed terracotta might help things out. So I'm gonna put a couple of those through here, and then I'll call the tree done, and then I'll catch back in when that's done. Right, so the balls have certainly helped a bit. Uh, it's still, yeah, it's definitely just masking the shape of the tree, but it's gonna have to do for now. So next, I think I'm gonna chuck a couple of presents under here. I'm not sure what sort of box I'll use. Probably something similar to this, and perhaps some barrels and whatnot. So I'll have a look and see what sort of blocks I think I can use, and I'll plop some of these down. Okay, so I've put an assortment of different block types with signs and trapdoors around them to make it look roughly like presents, and I think it works fairly well. So I can't really think of a huge amount more I can do with this. What I have thought is perhaps I can put a couple of shroom light in the middle to add some lighting, but I just get the feeling that if I do that, it's just going to look a little strange through the leaves. So I was thinking something perhaps like etho light up trees, but it doesn't quite work. I mean, that's not terrible. Once you get close to it, you can tell it just doesn't quite fit. So I might not do that and just leave it as it is. Even if it is dark while it's at night, it's better than looking weird even while it's in the day. So I think with that, this is probably a finished build. It's not my favorite as out of the ones that I've done, the lair and the bakery, but it'll do, especially for Christmas Day. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for day 4 of the Build a Day challenge. And thank you very much.